What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Somehow64, and today is my birthday. Hell yes. Oh man, there's been so much going on over the past few weeks. That's why the uploads have just been kind of my main series. I know you guys have been wanting it, so I've been getting it out to you, and the response has been terrific, but I know I've been getting a lot of requests also to get some more commentaries out, some view from the mountains about other topics that are going on. I'll be getting to those, don't worry about it. But today, I thought I would update you guys a bit about what's been going on with me, answer a few questions that I asked from Facebook and Twitter. If you guys aren't already, follow me there. You can follow me on Instagram too. I've been updating everybody about all this stuff that's been going on, some crazy stuff, graduated college, got honors, got engaged as well. Whew. And then I also just ordered all my PC parts, which should be coming in today. Hopefully, we'll see though. So I got a few pieces already, but so much to talk about. Am I right? These are some big moves, especially the PC gaming. Am I right? So I guess we'll start with graduation, since that's what happened. So it was last Wednesday was when I had my final test. After that, I was pretty much clear. Friday, I had summa cum laude special type of graduation or commencement ceremony where I got a medal and a special award. That was pretty awesome, especially because there's about 60 people or so. They had us all up on stage and then all of our family down like in the audience in this concert hall at my school. And there's probably about 60 of us who graduated summa cum laude. There's a couple other special awards and some master's guys there as well. But out of the 10,000 people that graduated, that is a pretty small group. So it was awesome to be there, hear the speeches from the president of the school, some of the deans and everything. And then going ahead a few more days, we had the Sunday kind of full ceremony where they had everybody there. We went in the morning and had there's a couple speakers speak who anybody could have gone, or you didn't have to go to that one, and you could sit anywhere. So I was with my roommates. That was when I posted that picture out of me and my roommates listening to those first speeches. And then we broke off to our separate colleges where we got in line and then came back out, and then we went up to the stage, handed them a card with our name on it. They read the card, handed us the diploma, which actually didn't have anything on it because they mail it to you. If you guys graduated high school, they did the same thing, at least in my high school, so you're probably familiar with that to a degree. Maybe they had you in order, but with so many people graduating, they broke it up into 2 days, so it was 5,000 each day. But with so many people graduating, that's just how they did it. And yeah, that kind of wrapped it up. Went back home after that, had some lunch. My mom set up a big catering party in my apartment complex. They have a big like rec type room, so we wanted to do a graduation ceremony, and rather than going home and kind of having to deal with it at the house, we did it at this rec room. We just rented it out, this giant room. And what I had planned there, a lot of you guys might know, I've been dating my girlfriend for over 3 years now. And what I had planned was to propose to her there. And I had everything kind of set up, like I had made a speech. That was what was most special to her. It wasn't, a sunset or fireworks or things. It was friends and family. So we had literally so much friends and family there. And on top of that, this was, friends and family that I hadn't seen in a long time too. So it was very, very nerve-wracking, to say the least. If you guys have given a speech in front of your friends and family, I've never even done that. So to give them a speech like this that's so heartfelt and emotional, it was quite interesting. So we had the party celebration. I was just, hanging out with everybody, talking to them. We sat down and ate. We had a barbecue place come and cater it. And then after that, before the dessert was served, that was when I got everybody's attention and said a few words, brought her up, and then proposed to her and gave my speech. I think it was like a 10-minute thing or something. I don't even... Oh man, it was pretty exciting. I'm thinking about possibly uploading it and possibly doing a dual commentary with her so you can hear her side of the story as well. But that was exciting, man. And everybody loved the ring. Oh man, that was crazy. So that was that. And what else? So now I have a few weeks off. I'm going to be going to E3 in about the first week of June, and actually I move out of my apartment place in earlier June. I don't know the exact date. And once I move out, I was planning on moving up to Washington, which is actually where I got my new job. So, but I decided to wait and move back home for a few weeks and then go to E3 because I'm already in LA. This is where it's going to be. After that, though, I did get a job up in Washington State, so I'm going to be moving up there, which is right by Portland, Oregon, actually. It's just right across the border in Washington, and it's a great position. I don't want to talk too much about it because, you know, there's a lot of people watching this, and who knows what's going to happen. So I did get a job, though, so I'm going to be moving up there. More probably coming on that in the future, but yeah, guys, that's what's going on with me. And then also, I wanted to switch to PC gaming. So much to talk about with that. I can't even begin to explain. But I should be building it today. I might try and live stream it on Twitch. But I'm also going to be in a Skype call with a couple other guys that I have been talking to who help me actually choose the parts. They're also going to help me be building it because I've never done this before. And it is going to be crazy. And an insanely good build, so I am stoked. But let's go to some questions. I've got a variety of them here, from gaming to personal, so I figure I'll just answer them all and try and do it maybe relatively quickly. I've seen these go slow as well as fast, but the first one asks, Klaus asks, when is the wedding going to be? Well, there's no direct plan for it right now. What's actually happening is Erica, my now fiance, is going to be going home actually to finish her schooling back with her family in a college close to where she's from, which is a bit more northern California, while I go to Washington for a year and start working and get into that, which is going to be, you know, kind of nice that I'm going to be able to settle in and figure everything out, get a routine down before she kind of moves up with me and we get married. But it's going to suck being without her. It's really bad. So, you know, it'll be fine though. She goes to the same college as me, and every summer she's gone home for 3 months. So, you know, we've spent time apart. We know how to handle it. We'll be visiting and things, but it won't be for about a year at least. Dominic asks, what was the first FPS game that I played, and what was my first video game ever? Well, this actually comes from, I guess I might as well mention as well, Stone Mountain 64. Stone Mountain is my last name in English, and 64 is from the Nintendo 64, which was the first console I ever had. I got this, I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I got the Nintendo 64, and the first game I got was Mario Kart. I freaking loved that game. I played it so many times. Such an awesome game. Then the first FPS that I played was actually at my neighbor. He had the Nintendo 64 as well, and he got 007. So you know I played that all the time. One of the best games ever, dude. Oh, I spent so much time on that. Excellent, excellent game. And a great, especially for the Nintendo. It was so much fun. But yeah, those are my first ones. Angel asks, do you actually live in your mom's basement? Spoiler alert, I guess, if you don't want to know and ruin all the end of your lives. But no, I don't. I have an apartment that I'm living in, which is relatively close to my school, and like I kind of mentioned before, I'm going to be moving and all that stuff coming up. But no, I don't. Although, this is what I say that because everybody always tells me that I live in my mom's basement. I don't have any friends, so I just give it to them what they want, and then they start cracking up because they can't believe it. Smiting Fatty, my co-caster actually, back at UMG Philadelphia when I was casting out at the beginning of this year, if you guys remember. Shout out to you, Smite. He asked me, what do I like to do when I'm not gaming? This is a pretty cool question. I actually do kind of 2 hobbies besides this, which has actually become quite a dominant hobby of mine because of how much freaking time it takes. But I play the guitar as well. I haven't done it too much lately, but that's always fun. And actually my roommate from 2 years ago, or my second year in college, I got him to playing the guitar too, so we play sometimes. But what I do more often is golf. That's kind of my other hobby. Very relaxing, and I've been doing it for a very long time. I had a lot of knee problems when I was younger, so there wasn't too much super physical stuff I could do. I used to love basketball and those types of things, but then I got into sailing, which I did for school, and also now I just play golf for my own fun. And I actually did a class this last semester and did some learning of that. So those some of my fun things I do besides gaming. But I'm not nearly as good at either of those things than I am gaming. Dropping the chem strike, as you can freaking see right there. And I'll throw in one more question for you guys. Coming in from Joe, he says, "Happy birthday. How did you come up with YOLO? Why did you start doing it for fun, or did you just come up with it?" And actually, before I even started doing YouTube, I would play like that sometimes, especially, you know, just with my friends. Not too many of them actually still play video games, but we would be like, "Oh, we gotta get through this for the kids. We can't leave our kids behind. We can't die." And so, you know, you're like playing with only one life and like yelling and everything. And so we didn't really do quite as intense as what I was doing. But we would just joke around like we only had one life, and then do some like death noises and things when we died. So I eventually thought about doing that for Battlefield, and just kind of incorporated it, and it started out as BF3 is real. That was what I had called it, and then a few episodes later, some subscribers were giving me some feedback, and then it developed into YOLO, and then YOLO on the then I called it Battle on the Battlefield. Then it developed to YOLO on the Battlefield, which is a pretty sick title and an awesome series that I love to do. I'm also going to be doing some more squad stuff. This is my hope, guys. Getting into PC gaming, I can hopefully actually play with a lot more of these Battlefield guys, because there is nobody on Xbox One Battlefield. Not anybody playing it, and nobody on YouTube doing it. So I'm going over to the PC, and hopefully I can find some more people there, and then do some good squad YOLOs and get a good group of guys, things like that going, and that's some future hopes as well. But I'm going to be talking about why I'm getting the PC and some different stuff about that probably in the coming future, as well as a ton of other great commentaries of things that have been going on, Twitch and YouTube merging, E3 coming up, so many great things to talk about. I've just been pretty busy with all of this crazy stuff going on, and now just taking the last couple of days to relax. Been doing some of my main series for you guys, so thanks so much for watching. I know I went over a little bit, but if you're looking for some more to watch, you can check out my previous commentary, Black Ops 2 1, where I talk about some of my final moments in college, as well as the recommended, where you can see my most recent YOLO on the Battlefield, which was pretty insanely good, with a helicopter RPG or two in there. Thanks so much for watching, though, guys. Appreciate your support so much, and I'll see you next time. This is StoneMount64, signing out.